Hey, what's going on? What I got? Sam. He's got food anxiety like Bam Bam. You go sit down. I don't want you on my lap right now, big boy. Where you got this chunk of hair coming out of you? Where you got chunks of hair coming out of you? You were in a fight or something? I came out the door. He was being really verbal. Just meowing, meowing, meowing. Big fat guy too. And just like Bam Bam. And I went and looked, this food bowl had no food in it. So he followed me over there like a dog, and I put food in his food bowl. Now he's happy. He went over to where the washing machine drains and peed just before I put the camera on, let you see him. Now he's sitting on top of the outdoor plastic bin. Good thing to put your yard stuff in, right? Plastic bin. Sam's Club bins. I think that's what they are. Like anything vinyl. You know, over time, when they're exposed to the sun, they get dry, cracked, and they fall apart. So when these people come by trying to sell us vinyl windows, you know, that's the big thing now, is vinyl windows. Gosh, the whole side of my pole barn's scratched. It's picking from him. They're trying to sell you vinyl windows. The windows that are in my house now are aluminum frames. They've been there, what, since 92? Trying to think of when my house was built. 94? 92 or 94, so let's say 92, 02, 12, 22. So for 30 years these windows have lasted. And the aluminium still looks like it's in perfect shape. If these were nylon or what do they call? What did I just say? Acrylic windows. What did I just say? I already forgot. If these were vinyl windows, they would be all falling apart, cracked and rotting and stuff like that. They don't tell you that. They tell you they guarantee them for 20 years. Well, after 20 years, they're falling apart. You got to replace them. You don't think they're going to sell you something that's going to last 50 or 100 years, do you? They don't make money doing that. So there is no way on this earth that I would buy vinyl windows for this house, even though they're more efficient and all this other garbage. I might buy something to put on the outside of these windows. What? What? What do you want? What? What do you want? You can't come up here. You can't come up here. No. No. Because I don't put you on my lap doesn't mean I don't love you, buddy. Okay? Doesn't mean I don't love you. Thank you. He's gonna sit here next to my feet. Isn't he a good dog? These are such good dogs running around here, I tell you. He's a faithful dog. Good doggy. Good doggy. It's a good dog. That's my Sammy. That's my Sammy. Sammy the Hammy. Look at that ham he's got in his belly. That's why I call him Sammy the Hammy. Looks like he's got a ham in his belly. You look tired. Your eyes are rolling back. He's a good dog. You just got to get him in and get him fixed. He does a really good job killing squirrels. Probably kills more birds than I want to think about. I told you, well, you guys were out here, you saw me save a bird the other day. They were on the other side of the house on the end, and he snuck up to the corner where they couldn't see him, and they were just 2 feet away from him. He would have got one for sure, because they weren't expecting a cat to be right there at the corner of the building. Thank goodness. If some mama bird would be a widow and would have to raise her eggs all alone if he ended up killing them. Or the male would have to raise his eggs on his own. I don't know if birds do that, do they? They're not like mammals, where the woman or the female animal has to feed milk to the baby. Well, even rats have to suckle their young, right? Does that make rats mammals? It paints a broad picture, doesn't it? If rats are mammals. No, Sammy. Yeah, you go sit down. Go sit down. Go on. You're a striper. He's got a black stripe on his back. Yeah, now he's upset. You're not dejected. I just got to get you fixed. Boy, is that a fat cat. Yeah, it paints a broad picture if rats are mammals. I guess whales are mammals, and we're mammals. Isn't that strange? How to think that we're all still in that same classification as whales and rats. I guess we're only one step above the amoebic stage when we came up out of the ground, out of the dirt. When God said he made man from the dust of the ground, it doesn't necessarily mean he made us instantly. It could be through natural evolution that we came from the dirt and the ground, right? From spores, some sort of biology in the ground. That's all that's going on today. I was going to check in just for a short time. So I wasn't going to make a video because I was feeling a little down. I was worried about Angel. I worry about all you guys. I worry about all my kids. And I understand you get to be almost 30 years old. You're like past the age of an adult. You're getting into middle age. So you get all the aches and pains. If you're lucky enough, you live to be Aunt Teresa's age and my age. As you know, right now, in January we would have been 1 year apart. 66 she would have been, and I'd be 65, just 1 year. For a few months, from July to January, she's 2 years older. So, 2 years. So January we would have been 1 year apart. But now she's going to be 66 forever. And I know that God exists, and that there is a heaven. She ate the fruit from the tree of life, which guarantees her entrance into the kingdom. And I know that she used to go to confession and mass. You know, I don't think what everybody realizes is, starting in Cooper City, Aunt Teresa used to take her kids to St. Mark's. You guys remember that? Well, you probably don't remember. But yeah, she would take her kids and Uncle Rich, her husband, to St. Mark's Catholic Church down there. And you know, the pastor of that church was John something or another. He became the bishop over here in St. Petersburg. That drew a bunch of criticism when Terry Schiavo was allowed to die. Was denied food and sustenance, and she was allowed to just pass on. She was viable, but she had to be artificially fed and given fluids. But other than that, she could survive. She wasn't on a ventilator. They thought she'd die when they took the ventilator off, and she didn't. So they ended up taking her feeding tube and her IV, and they made her starve and dehydrate. But Bishop John, in a minute I'll remember that name, that was Aunt Teresa's pastor down at St. Mark's, Cooper City. And I guess Uncle Rich wasn't a church-going guy, and she really got him going. So there's a lot of good things to say about Aunt Teresa and Christianity, bringing her children up in the church and giving them that foundation of faith. Not unlike some other children I know. I just hope that she talked to them even as adults, like I'm doing now, about God and the spiritual world. Because what else do you have left when somebody passes on? You know, there's a heaven and there's a hell, and we want to make sure we go to heaven where we can see our cats there, Sammy, and each other, right? I'm at 10 minutes. Probably going to cut this short today. I almost didn't come out because I was feeling bad. When you guys feel bad, I feel bad. It's just the way it is. It's that gift that Auntie had, and it may be a gift that you have, that someday you're going to be feeling just really down and out, and it's going to be because one of your other sisters is feeling that way, because you have that, I guess you could call it a curse or gift, where you can feel other people's feelings. Someday you'll be in a grocery store and you look over at a child in the back of the basket, you know, sitting with his little legs sticking out. For reasons you can't explain, the child's eyes will look right into your eyes, and you'll look into the child's eyes. And at that moment, you'll know everything there is to know about that child. And that's the gift. And it's not always something good. I think somebody's listening to me. So just understand that there's a whole lot of things that go on in life. There's things you inherit in your genes. You know, the cancer gene, it's in you guys. It's in every single one of you. And who knows when it'll rear its ugly head. But you have the faith. You have Jesus. You have God. You have the Our Father, the Hail Mary, and the Glory Be. We used to say the rosary together in my bedroom. Do you guys remember that? I'm sure you really didn't want to be there, but it was only for like 30 minutes or so, 20 minutes. Someday you'll remember. I've got a package I'm going to mail out Monday to Angel, I think, if I can get into the UPS store. And one of us has a birthday coming up in 7 days. Be on a Saturday. But let's make a pact, okay? That if one of us gets sick with cancer or something, we're going to let each other know, okay? And I guess Aunt Teresa did that, but I would have let my brothers and sisters know, just so that they could pray for me. You know, I'm not so into myself that I don't think I need other people's prayers. We all do. We need other people's love. We need other people's prayers. And it's only when you pass into the next life that you understand just how much all these things matter. Well, the bottom line is, don't wait. You know, let's not wait until we're sick with cancer. Let's realize that now. That love can build a bridge, but love is all there is. You know, I'm really amazed that Naomi Judd committed suicide. They always came across as a Christian family. And I would think, even though she had a lot of mental illness, that she could have always thought of something else she could have done other than that. You know, that just still shocks me, and it showed up in my YouTube feeds the other day, Naomi Judd. And turns out she shot herself. And I thought they weren't into like guns and stuff either. The Judds, they were like pacifists or something, but I guess not. Just goes to show you, you don't really know people. But she was a Christian woman, and I gotta believe that in the last few moments of her life that she was sorry for what she did, and God would forgive her, because it is a terrible thing. There's so many alternatives. You know, I think I would probably go get a bunch of Oxy and start taking it, or Xanax, and try to find a drug that makes you feel good, right? Maybe that's what kept Uncle Joey going all these years, was his addiction to Oxy. and opiates, that if it wasn't for his addiction, maybe he would have suffered from severe depression. Because opiates do make you feel better. We just never know. It was an evil thing, but it was the lesser of two evils. You know what I mean? And there's just so many things that are going on in even just one person's life. And a lot of things we don't know because we're not that person and we're not living that life. Even though Stephanie lives here with me, I rarely ever see her. And we don't talk a whole lot. So who knows what's going on in that mind? Who knows what's going on in everybody's mind? Well, I'm going to let you go today at 15 minutes. I'm going to let you off easy. Thanks for watching. If you take the time to watch. So, I'm really starting to understand from the religious channel how YouTube works. Some of them, it's the type of thumbnail I use that draws more views. It's just so strange. The raccoon whisperer, guy feeds hot dogs to raccoons, makes $10,000 a month from doing that. What's up with that? And the Jim Howard guy, who I think is not all that nice of a guy, he sits there without any pants on, making his videos, and claims to be one of the most influential online sites that ever started. Yet he makes nothing from YouTube. Maybe it's because the other guy's a Christian, and the other one claims to be a Christian but is essentially doing evil, or has evil in his heart. That's why we got to pray for people. Pray for each other. You never take it for granted. They call that, if you take your salvation for granted, what do they call that? It's a name for it. As soon as I stop the camera, I'll remember it. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Where you just automatically think you're saved no matter what type of life you live, because you declare that Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. And then you go on living a life of dissipation and screwing around and going to wild parties and stuff like that. I don't think none of us got that problem. At least as far as I know. Who out there could be living a secret life, right? My secret life is on my religious channel. Watch it. Sometimes it's pretty good. I gotta admit, sometimes it's not. It's like when you speak from the heart. You speak what's on your mind and what's in your heart. It tends to come across so much better than if you try to just think of something to say. Just let it come out, let it flow. Start a YouTube channel. Maybe it'll take off. Find something interesting to talk about. Like special forces missions. Still going to get into some of that. This is your chance. This is your chance to get something out there, because once you're gone, you're gone. I really wish Aunt Teresa had a channel where she shared her life more, so that we could all just be interested and go back even now and look at videos. So, and you can have more than one channel, Angel, Jenny, you can have more than one YouTube channel. As long as you pay for YouTube Premium, you can have, I think, an unlimited number of channels, and you can make up just about any word you want. You don't have to use your name or address or anything like that. And they're easy to get rid of if you want to just erase them or to delete them. But you can have all sorts of channels. I'm still waiting to post something on the what was it called? The UFam, or the U Family channel. It's short for our name. But it's getting there. The inspiration's evolving over time. on what to do. The videos Uncle Joey had that I didn't know he had till after he passed on, or actually it was a few months before he passed on when I got over to his apartment. I tried to take things that I thought were important, not the things that were most valuable, monetary wise. So I know he had one TV, it was worth probably $2,000. I gave that, helped him carry it, the guy that worked in maintenance at the apartments. I think it's starting to rain. So I got his diplomas, I got the videos, got things like that. And I want to say I had already had my hernia operation. So I was trying to be really careful because you know those Apple, what are they called? The Apple G computer systems must weigh 50 pounds a piece. And he had 2 of those. So let me know if you want an Apple. Plus I took his Apple iMac, which really needs a solid state drive. I love you guys. God loves you guys. Never forget it. Always remember it. You got a birthday coming up. Don't forget that. And do what you can for each other in life, because we're only here a certain amount of time. The passing of Aunt Teresa and Angel should bring that to light for all of us, that we need to try to do better, to be better people, to be God-fearing, God-loving women and men. See you tomorrow. May God allow us to be reasonably happy. You know, we're not asking to be millionaires, just reasonably, right? Reasonably wealthy. And supremely happy forever in the next. See you guys later. Thanks for spending time with me today. I love you. It's Bongo and Bam Bam. They're a couple of what? That's the question. Definitely good friends. The cat. In the cat world. And she looks up to Bam Bam as her dad. Right? Right, Bongo? Bam Bam's your daddy? Huh? I had some sort of bug on my hat. Bam Bam, your daddy? Huh? It's too much? Huh? Alright, don't get jealous. You guys are cute. It's one cute kitty. That Bongo. What do you want? Are you jealous? You're a fat boy, jealous boy.